Welcome to the channel where we'll be building minds, shape character, and speak truth for the better generation. I am Peter Chama, and here we talk about faith, culture, leadership, and real issues affecting our society. If you believe in raising strong families and responsible future leaders, then you are in the right place. Before we go further, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you'll be getting the notification and be the first to watch the videos that I'll be uploading on this channel. Wherever you are watching from, today I want to talk about something very important in our communities. We often hear about empowering the girl child, and that is very good and necessary. But today I want to add something to that conversation. I believe that empowering the boy child is equally important, because when we raise responsible, disciplined, and morally upright boys, we secure the future of the girl child. This is not a competition between boys and girls. It is about balance, wisdom, and building a better society together. I'm not trying to competing boys and girls, or we are I'm trying to bring an enmity between boys and girls. No, that's not what the topic is all about. It's about trying to build a better community for the best of our children, like for a male child, both male child and a girl child. And then in many communities today, we focus heavily on protecting and educating girls, which is very important because girls have faced many challenges historically. When you just look at it, girls have faced many challenges historically. So, however, at the same time, some boys are growing up without proper guidance, mentorship, and correction. Men are left to learn from society media, peer pressure, and street influence. When boys are not guided properly, they may grow into men who lack discipline, respect, and responsibility. That becomes a serious problem for families and for women in society. So instead of ignoring the boy child, we must intentionally invest in him too, so that we secure the future for our girl child. You see, if we we intentionally invest in a boy child like we do in a girl child, it's basically we are building a secure, or we are building a better future for our girl child, or we are building, or we are securing a future for our girl child. Because when we build up a boy child in a proper manner, and they learn good behaviors and habits, they won't they won't maybe 90% of them, they will abide by the culture and all what they learned during their childhood. As a result, we will have good men men who are able to keep the family, men who are able to respect women, men who are able to decide or to make good decisions in their lives. So investing in a girl child alone isn't a best option, but both investing in both male child and girl child, it could make a better future and a better society for both male child and girl child. um when a boy grows up without moral training, um the consequences affect everyone, not just girls or women. No, uh he may grow up without understanding how to treat women with dignity. He may lack emotional control, respect, and accountability. This can lead to gender-based violence, broken homes, irresponsible father, and crime. Society then suffers. But imagine if that same boy was raised with strong values, discipline, and accountability. He would grow into a man who protects, provides, and respects others. That kind of man creates a safe environment for girls and women to thrive, succeed, and feel secure. You see, that's what I was talking about. Um, um, uh, um, if that same boy was raised with strong values, you see, that kind of a man creates a safe environment for girls and women to thrive, succeed, and feel secure. Then we move on to the next step. When we look at our forefathers, our forefathers understood something very, very important about raising boys. They did not allow boys to grow without correction. You see, boys were taught responsibility from a young age. They were given tasks, trained in respect, and taught how to behave in the community. They understood the difference between right and wrong. Today, some communities laugh at bad behaviors from boys and call it normal. You see, that's where we are getting it wrong. Like that's where we are missing it. But that same behavior becomes dangerous in adulthood. The same behavior we are tolerating while they are boys, while they are young, will be dangerous when will be like it will be a bad behavior, like the bad behavior in very dangerous in adulthood. So we must return to intentional mentorship, discipline with love, and strong moral guidance for young boys. And then if we look it from a biblical perspective, the Bible in the proverb in Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6 teaches us to train up a child in the way he should go. To train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it. This scripture does not separate boys and girls. It speaks about training children properly. When we teach boys and about self-control, purity, respect, and responsibility, we shape their character early. A boy who understands God, morality, and discipline will grow into a man who honors women, values family, and contributes positively to society. See, Um, and then empowering the boy child does not mean reducing support for girls. It means strengthening the foundation of society. A respective man becomes a supportive husband. A disciplined man becomes a responsible father. A morally upright man becomes a safe leader. When boys are raised correct, girls grow up in safer homes, safer schools, and safer communities. So in reality, empowering boys is not against empowering girls. It is a strategy to protect them and create balance in the future generation. We move on to the next part. Like practically, what can we do? Fathers must become more present in their sons' lives. Fathers must become more present in their sons' lives. A father plays a very important role in a boy child's life. Churches and youth groups must mentor boys consistently. These are solutions I'm saying. I'm speaking out right now. Schools should teach character development alongside academics. They shouldn't just teach them about academics alone, but including character development. Communities must correct negative behavior early instead of celebrating it. Mothers, community shouldn't be tolerating bad behaviors when male child is in their young age. When they are misbehaving in their young age, the community should not tolerate it or laughing at it. They must control that child before he grows up into a man, because that same behavior will be very dangerous when he becomes a man, or he turns into an adult. So mothers should also teach their sons respect for women. When we all take responsibility, we begin to see change. Raising a boy is not only the work of parents. Raising a boy child, even a girl child, is not the work of her parents or his parents alone. It is the responsibility of the whole community. Everyone is responsible, like everyone must participate or contribute in raising up or upbringing a good child, or a morally man, or a morally child, or a well-behaved child. Everyone is responsible in the community. So we move on to the conclusion now, because I have explained a lot about how important is this topic. So let me just conclude. Had a conclusion or summarize a conclusion over what we have discussed and what I have said earlier. In conclusion, let us stop seeing empowerment as a competition. It's not a competition. No, they are putting more money in a girl, in a boy child than they do in girl child. No, that's not what it is here. Here we are working, or we are trying to build a better community for everybody, so that women, girl child, they may feel safe in the future, including a boy child. The boy child and the girl child both matter. But if we want a future where women are safe, respected, and valued, we must raise boys who understand responsibilities, respect, and self-control. When we build strong boys, we build strong men. And when we build strong men, we create secure families and stable communities. Let us work together to raise a balanced generation that honors both boys and girls equally. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and share the video. See you in the next video. Thank you.
My dear is